Hi sewing friends, in this video we are going to talk about the new fall patterns from Nomi. Now, the patterns for fall from all the other big five companies besides McCall's have been out for weeks now, so I don't know what the holdup for McCall's and Nomi has been, but it doesn't matter because they are here now. And we are going to discuss the 11 patterns that are in this collection. But first, hi, I'm Tiffany of Tip Stitch and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss all things sewing and DIY. Like I said, there are just 11 patterns in this drop, so it is going to be a really quick video, but I do want to discuss them with you, so let's get started. So just before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that these patterns are on sale right now for $4.99, and they will be until October 21st. I'm going to try my best to get this video edited and uploaded before the 21st so you guys can grab these patterns while they're on sale. However, if I don't, or if you don't see this until October 22nd, they are not going to be the $4.99 price. In that case, just hold on. They'll be on sale again. If you really want to make sure that you grab them, sign up for Simplicity's email list. They'll let you know when the patterns go on sale. Also, you can definitely follow my post here on YouTube and you will see when the patterns are going on sale, because I do my best to list them when they're on sale at the website as well as in Joann's. So let's get started. First up from Nomi, we have Brittany J. Jones with 2096. This is a jumpsuit pattern. It also has a matching turtleneck. I think this is super cute. When I first saw it, it made me think about a pinafore dress that Peppermint magazine has. I think it's a free pattern or a pay-as-you-go pattern. And it looks very similar to me, sort of, but it's a dress. So I really like that this is a jumpsuit, and I think that this is very cute. I saw something sort of similar to this in TJ Maxx earlier this season, and of course I refused to buy it, so I was like, I can make that. And I definitely think that this can be the pattern that I use as the basis of like sort of recreating that look. But let's go ahead and take a look at the details of it on the line drawing. First up, you do have the turtleneck with either like a short sleeve, it's more like a half sleeve length, or a long sleeve. This looks really cute to me, sort of like a fitted but not too fitted, and with a turtleneck of like an appropriate height where it's not choking you, but it's definitely keeping you warm. So I like that. But then when we look at the jumpsuit, like I said, it's really cute. You have this very deep V with the darts in the front for the bust, as well as a fly zipper with a button and a waistband to give you some definition at the waist. And then you have side seam pockets as well as a back patch pocket, which I think is cute. In the back, it's just very simple. Now, I feel like because I have to do a lot of alterations to jumpsuits sometimes, this may take some trial and error, but these are actually pretty simple pieces, so I think customizing it to fit to you will not be that difficult. Plus, that's the beauty of sewing, right? So you can see right here on Brittany, it looks lovely. I love how she used the contrast thread, as you see on a lot of denim wear. Very cute. And of course, I love a black and white and a stripe. So to me, this outfit is very me. I might mimic this whole entire look. Very cute. I like the wide legs because, we're moving away from skinny jeans here. And this pattern is available in sizes 10 through 18 and 18 through 26. So that's a pretty decent range. It's not taking too much fabric, mostly because like most of it's the pants. There's very little for the top of this jumpsuit. And then you can always whip together a turtleneck in probably less than like 2 yards for any pattern. So all of this is pretty straight for the course. Of course, for A and B, the turtlenecks, you will need stretch knits. They suggest bamboo, cotton knits, interlock, which I hate, ITY, jersey, rayon, rib, basically any stretchy knit. And then, of course, for the jumpsuit, we have it on Brittany here in denim. You could do it in a lighter chambray, a chino. I think it would look great in a corduroy. Maybe even a pleather, like I think would be cute. They give you ponte, so you could definitely do like a stretch, faux leather, a nice stable double knit. Like the jumpsuit here is really versatile because you could make this work for almost any season, not just fall. So I think this is a really cute option, and I will be grabbing this one. Donny Q is bringing us a nice twist on a men's jacket. I always talk about how I feel like the men don't get a lot of variety, and coats is another area where they don't, right? You're going to see maybe a shacket, a bomber jacket, and like a trench. pretty much all you're going to see in men's coats. And even though this is more like a jacket, I think it's very interesting how he has built the scarf into the jacket. You see that a lot, I feel like, with women's coat patterns, a built-in scarf, but not something that you see very often in men's. And it actually makes more sense to me for men because no man that I know wants to carry an extra piece of something. So I think this is a really nice look. I like how the raw edges are bias bound. It adds a little bit of contrast, really shows off the details. It also has raglan sleeves, so it's really comfortable to wear over other layers of clothing. You have two large patch pockets on the front. It looks like you may have side seam pockets, excuse me, as well here. Of course, you have the built-in scarf. It does have a button up front, which makes sense because having zippers in bias bounding would be a lot of layers to sew through. So the buttons definitely make sense here. And I think that this looks nice and warm and cozy for a cooler, especially like a windy day. You can see here that you can wear it with the scarf wrapped around your neck. Of course, you could throw both ends around, wrap it as tightly as you want to, brace your neck for, wind that's coming at you. But you can also wear it open and just let the ties sort of hang. So I think this is nice in the fact that it's versatile and like very practical. There is a shaped hem here as well on the back of the jacket. And you can see that this is available in a 34 to a 42 and then a 44 to a 52. On the pattern front, Donny used a pre-quilted fabric, which really gives it that sort of cozy look, but you could also use anything like a chambray, cotton blends, flannel, denim, wool, tweed, any medium weight sort of woven fabric would work for this. And I think this is a nice option for guys who want to be stylish and not cold and not have to carry extra items. I could also see this very much being a unisex pattern because patterns really don't have genders. Um, and I think a lot of women would really like this as well. It's a nice boxy fit. And again, I don't know, I'm always a fan of a built-in scarf if you can. It's just one less thing to hold on to. So I think this is a really great pattern. Not sure if I'm going to grab it, but I do like it. G2B style is giving us layers here. So there is a long floor, like full length dress, panel dress, as well as a very sort of asymmetric, oversized, boxy vest. So let's go ahead and take a look at the line drawings here. You can see for the dress, it has sort of like a crossover V neckline, as well as like a paneled princess seam dress that is color blocked here with the center being a different color than the rest of the body and the sleeves. The sleeves have like a slight bell feature to the end of them. And then it's hard to see on the drawing. We'll look at it on the picture to see if you can see it a little bit better. But they say in the description that these front slits are zippered from the hem up to about the knee. So that you could keep them both all the way down. You could raise both of them, pick what sides you wanted to do. It's just something that's a little versatile. And then essentially the vest for this pattern is just a square. And you're going to quilt it and puff it. There are going to be zippers and you're just going to have these armholes. So it's very sort of free flow and edgy. You can see here where I mentioned it said the hemline to just above the knee, there are invisible zippers. So yeah, you have that here. So let's take a look at the images. Again, this is like a very geometric, loosey, boxy vest here. You can see how Keechii has it on her. You can also see the color blocking of the panels on the dress. I don't think even in this you can see that there are zippers, but there are. So that's a unique twist as well. This is available in an extra small to an extra, extra large. So a pretty decent range here. Of course, you are going to make the dress out of any stretch knit. So they say bamboo jersey, cotton jersey, rib knits, sweater knits. You just want to make sure that it matches the stretch gauge. And then for the vest, it says cotton blends, lightweight twill, linen blends. I think more of a ripstop nylon or like a waterproof jacketing would give you more of the feel that she has in the picture. And then you will need some medium to high loft batting to give the puffer vest the puffer look. So this is definitely giving us layers for fall. This mommy and me look from the Stitch Fits is really cute. It's also really nostalgic. It's very 90s for me. It looks like the windbreaker jackets that were also popular in that time for me, like in middle school and stuff. So you can take a look here and see how it's just a little miniature version of the bigger one. You have a whole lot of options here for color blocking. She chose pink and white. You have large patch pockets. There is a zip front, and then there are snaps as well, just very traditional for a windbreaker jacket here. And there is the added detail of these snap cuffs on the sleeve hem as well, which I think is unique and cute. Look at her little cute little pose. And you can see here on the back that it is hooded as well with a generous size hood. Now let's look at the line drawings before we look at the pattern details here. I like I said, the option for color blocking. This really, really brings me back to my middle school years and windbreaker styles. Um, these huge pockets up here with the flap are very cute. You also have a drawstring here, and I said snaps, but these are actually Velcros at the sleeve. It's a large hood with the center like panel down the side, and the chevron detail that again is very reminiscent to the 80s. And they give you two front views here so that you can see that this is like a hidden zipper with this snap placket that goes all the way up to the hood. So of course no wind gets in there. I do not know why we were so afraid of getting hit by the wind in the 80s, but we were, y'all. Or in the 90s, we really were. So this is available in the children's size from a small to a large, which covers from like a 3/4 to a 7/8. If you have a preteen, tween, whatever, I guess you need to go with probably like the small of the Missy size. So the adults goes from a small to an extra large. I really wish this jacket would have went to an extra extra large. I could maybe understand not having the extra small since you do have the children sizes, but I don't know. I just am always for more size inclusivity. But with that being said, I guess this is a decent range, and of course they're going to break it down with the contrasting fabric, but that's going to be the way that they have it displayed here. If you want to change the pattern up, just sort of use that as a guide. They are going to say cotton blends, double knit, ponte, scuba, or sweatshirt fleece for this. Which is confusing to me because it seems like their pattern is definitely in more like a windbreaker nylon kind of fabric, but maybe I'm wrong. I could also see doing this in a twill, which I guess would fall under cotton blends, but or even maybe different shades of denim would be a really cute look. But I would like to use one of those like waterproof jacketing fabrics. I think would be really nice for this as well. And I do think that it's super adorable that you could do you and a mini me for you and your daughter or son or niece or nephew or whoever the case may be, because I do think that this is a cute look. My daughter will sometimes still match with me, but she would definitely need the adult version at this point anyway. So, but for those of you who have little kids in your life, I think this is a great pattern. I love a bomber coat, so there's no surprise that I really like this pattern. Lydia also made up her version out of a denim fabric, which is just a win-win to me. So this is an oversized bomber. It does have a zip front, more like a mandarin collar, and it has an elasticized waist, so you don't have to worry about like finding matching ribbing for this one. But let's look at the line drawings because there are some really special details here. First of all, there's some details on the sleeve where this is sort of a two-piece sleeve, but in a different way, not in this traditional like top and bottom, like it sort of wraps around. There are also this mandarin collar, the zip front, like I said, and then you're going to have these sort of like stitched on patch pockets, which is unique. And the rounded sleeves here are sort of going with the barrel look pants that they're really trying to push this season. So everything's just a little bit rounded. And then from the back here, you can see the yoke continues that. It's more of like a curved yoke. You continue with the rounded sleeves, and there is a center seam on the back of the jacket. We can actually see this a little bit better on Lydia in her product photos because there is gorgeous top stitching on this denim. So I like these pockets. They're huge. They're really unique. They're also zippers. You don't have to worry about anything falling out. Like I said, it's also elasticized at the bottom, and then the curved sleeve allows it to come sort of to a tapered point at the sleeve, so you don't have to worry about ribbing there. But when we look here at the back, you can see this top stitching to show off the seaming detail for these unique um, details that you have on the sleeve and the jacket. This is available from an 8 to a 16 and then an 18 to a 26. They recommend boiled wool, corduroy, cotton blends, Milton, denim, stretch wovens, wool, etc. And then, of course, you will also need a lining for a jacket like this. Basically, I think any medium weight woven or really stable knit would work fine for this. So great options there. I am not 100% sure about the rounded sleeve, just like I'm not 100% sure about the rounded uh, legs in the pants, the barrel leg pants. So I will probably be passing on this one. I also have a lot of bomber jacket patterns and I really don't need any more. But this is a cute pattern, especially if you are into this rounded trim. This would be perfect for you. I can't wait to see someone sew this up. Alisha Grace is bringing us sweat separates. I love a cute skirt sweat set, like a sweatsuit, but a skirt, right? So I think this is cute, very athleisure, very loungewear. This hooded sweatshirt is unique in the fact that it has a wrapped bodice, which actually makes me think of a closet core pattern. I believe it's called Miles In, that looks similar in the fact that it has the crossover, but a little bit different in the fact that it's not cropped. And that one I think has a kangaroo pocket. Either way, I think this is a cute idea because you can only do so much to a sweatshirt, but this actually brings like new life and gives you something interesting to go along with it. I like the fact that it is also hooded, so you can pull that hood up and cinch it with the drawstrings because with that V neck, I'm assuming you'd either wear like a camisole or something under it, or you would wear it in this transition period before it gets really cold. There's also this snap side skirt. Let's look at the line drawings. There's also this snap sided skirt, which is cute as well. It has some contrast here on the side, and these snaps are functional. You're going to have the elastic waist, and this is like a full length skirt. So I think this set together is really cute and quite sporty. It definitely looks like you should be going to a football game, a homecoming game, something like that. And this classic combination of blue, white, and yellow, because so many teams are blue and gold, right? So this is a really good look. I like this shade of blue, and I like how you can wear the skirt a little bit higher so it matches the cropped length of the top. You can see here there's the relaxed fit with the dolman sleeve in the top, the large hood on the back. Easily wear this with sneakers, be comfy and cute. I love everything about it. It's available in an 8 to a 16 and then an 18 to a 26. Of course, you are going to want a stretchy knit for both of these pieces. I would say like a sweatshirt fleece, a terry knit, or a ponte, but they also say lighter weight fabrics like a bamboo knit or ITY. I can't 100% see that working, but you could give it a try. I think a double knit, a ponte, a sweatshirt fleece, or French terry would probably be the best options here. Keep in mind that you do need to buy the snaps, of course, and there is going to be a lot of elastic for all the elastic hems on this garment. But very cute. I like it. I think it's very on trend, very comfy. I'm all about being comfortable and, wearing practical makes. You could do a whole set with this, do this pattern, and then do maybe a different sweatshirt and sweat pant pattern and mix and match all of them. Like, there are a lot of options here. I'm a big fan of this pattern. Nefertiti or the Corny Rainbow is so inventive because who would have ever thought about putting a bomber jacket and a cape together? Nobody, but she did. So let's look at the line drawings for this because I just want to hurry up and get to the actual pictures of the pattern. You're going to have the rib neck and almost a ribbed hem here that you would typically find in a bomber, that sort of oversized bomber fit. But then you're going to have the addition of having this cape piece. And then the back is going to look just totally like a cape. And there is like raw edges here on the diagram for the cape part. But when we look at it on the Corny Rainbow, you can see that hers is more ragged, like it's more than just fringe, it's like really deconstructed here along the edges. And I love the way that she added all of these patches. That to me really makes this stand out. I also love the trim that she has here, sort of like a designer colorway of the red, green, and white. I love the way that that looks against like the light denim. How she has it styled here is really cute. So you can see when you have it here and you have it zipped up, because it does only zip to where the bomber would end, not the full length of the cape. It does give you both looks. It looks like a bomber coat and a cape. So it's just a really interesting piece in that way. Again, more patches on the back. This really deconstructed hem. She probably really had to beat up this denim, but it's a very unique look. This is available from an extra small to an extra large. And this is going to take a lot of fabric because it's cape. So that's to be expected. You need about mm, 6 yards, depending on what size you make, 5 to 6 yards. And then if you use a 45-inch fabric, over 6 yards. So this is going to be a little bit of a fabric hog. You're also going to make sure to get the trim. They suggest cotton blends, a denim, linen blends, sweatshirt fleece, terry fleece. I think any stable knit in a medium to heavyweight or any medium to heavyweight woven would work for this. And I really like her idea of adding the patches. I could also see bedazzling it with like the jewels that I've seen some people doing here recently. Um, so I think there's a lot of ways to like make this your own. And this is a very interesting pattern that we have from the Corny Rainbow. Beauty Jador loves a good coat, and this is another good one. This is sort of like a classic trench here. It is double breasted. It has a nice collar. You have flap welted pockets on the front, and it has a little bit of an A-line in the cut. You can't see it as well in the photo as you can on the artwork here, but it has very wide shoulders set off by shoulder pads that are giving you very much that like 80 power look, power woman look. And then there are these princess seams that bring it in really defined at the waist. And then again, it sort of comes out to an A-line shape. There is also a chest welt pocket, which is an interesting little detail to add as well. You have the notch lapel. Like I said, I don't see the bigness of the shoulders here as much as I do on the line drawings, but you can sort of see where you have like this elongated shoulder seam. It's a very interesting look and a nice detail. So you can do the full length or you can do the shorter length here. There is the vent in the back for walkability. Like I said, the princess seams really bring it in at the waist. This is available from an 8 to a 16 and then an 18 to a 26 as well. Of course, you're going to want to use like a medium to heavyweight woven for this. So like a gabardine, wool, tweeds, something like that. And then you are going to need a lining to finish this off as well. So don't forget to grab that. If you were looking for a really nice coat, this would be it. But she has quite a few good ones out with Nomi as well. So if you're ever looking for a good classic coat, a Beauty J'adore pattern is probably going to be the way to go. Know Me 2104 is the first pattern from Raven Maureen. And I'm so excited for her to be a Know Me designer. This is just really great and really exciting. And in her first pattern that she is bringing to us, she's bringing us a little bit of menswear here. We are looking at a tuxedo shirt. So it's going to have the contrast bib, button placket, collar, and cuffs. A little bit of a shaped curved hem here. And then you're going to have a nice trouser, which has a button fly, belt loops, and pleated front with darts and welt pockets in the back, as well as the part that makes it the most like a tuxedo, the cummerbund. So this is a whole look that we have here on Raven. And typically when I think about a tuxedo look, I think about black and white. So I think it's really interesting that instead of going that traditional white, she went with different shades of blue here. So she went with a very light blue for the details on the tuxedo shirt, but did the cummerbund and the pants in more of a navy or a darker blue. So it definitely gives you menswear for a semi-formal or like formal event, which is right on time for the holidays. This is available in an 8 to a 16 and then an 18 to a 26 as well. You could use a lot of different fabrics, I feel like, for this. For the top, you could use shirting fabrics for a more traditional look. So cottons, shirting, lawn, stuff like that. But if you wanted to go for a dressier look, you could do something like a georgette or a silky satin and then make the other parts pop. You can even do this in something more sheer like a chiffon and then use like a satin for the accent colors. You could do a lot of playing around with this depending on the look that you wanted to have. And then the trousers could just be done in any medium weight woven. So cotton blends, crepe, gabardine, wool, all of those things. And then the cummerbund again could be out of something more like a poplin um, or some kind of cotton polyester blend, or you could go something with a little bit of fancier like a brocade, a damask, a dapone, satin, taffeta. A lot of options here depending on where you're trying to wear it, if you're trying to dress it up, if you're trying to dress it down. And it is nice to have three pieces in one pattern because I always like the most bang for my buck. So good job to Raven for her very first release with Nomi as a brand new designer. The last two patterns are from Norris. And let's look at this first one, 2105, sorry, which is a knitwear sort of set. So you are looking at a very casual turtleneck as well as an oversized cardigan. So you can see here on him, this is not a really fitted look. The turtleneck is a little bit more relaxed and slouchy. So this is a sort of more of a casual, really comfortable look. You can also see here the oversized cardigan. I like how he paired the same color but different sort of textures here in these patterns. Really nice because, you know, men need cardigans too. So this is available in a 34 to 42 and then a 44 to 52. And you can see here, actually, let's look at, well, first of all, again, obviously stretch knits. They suggest an interlock, not a fan. ITY seems sort of light, but a jersey, a rib knit, any other kind of rayon bamboo blend I could see for doing this. And then I could see doing the cardigan in something a little bit heavier, like a double knit, a sweater knit, a terry cloth knit, like something a little bit more substantial than you would do the actual shirt in. And if we look at the details in the line drawing, sort of typical shoulders, like I said, a relaxed neck, just a clean finish on the hems, and then the jacket has more of a drop shoulder, very boxy shaped, does have a button closure, and two large front patch pockets. So this is a very good casual knit top option for men. Lastly, Norris has brought us pants here, and I do like quite a few details about these pants. Let's look at the lines drawings first. They are wide leg, sort of long, slouchy pants. They're going to have a slant pocket as well as a button-up fly and belt loops. The thing that I think is interesting here is that there is an elastic back waist for these pants, and I feel like I don't see that on men's pants. But I can see it being a good thing for them too, right? So I like this plus the welt pocket. So it gives very finished in the front with a traditional waistband, zipper fly with a button. But then you also get the benefit of having a little bit of comfortability with having the elastic waistband in the back. So I think that's a good look. We can take a look at it on him. Now, the only thing I will say is I sort of feel like this could have been included in 2105 and you could have put both of them together because the turtleneck and the cardigan, while nice, are pretty simple. So you could have put all three of these together in one package because I could see how all three of these could go together really nicely. But I mean, I guess pants are more detailed, so they just wanted to release them separately. But I do like the fit. Again, you can see a close up of that detail of the elastic in the back, as well as the welt pocket and the slant pocket. So of course, they always got plenty of pockets in men's patterns. And this is also from a 34 to a 42 and a 44 to a 52. And they suggest light to medium weight wovens, basically broadcloth, chambray, chino, cotton, gabardine, stretch wovens, twill, light wools, or linens. So basically any medium weight, light to medium weight woven could be used for this. And I do think that this pairs nicely with 2105, the cardigan turtleneck pattern as well. So those are all the patterns from Nomi this season. There are 11 in total. I'm thinking that I'm grabbing 2 or 3. I definitely want to grab Brittany's. I also want to grab Alicia's, the sweatsuit set. And I might grab that Windbreaker pattern because I don't know, the nostalgia in me sort of wants it. That being said, let me know which ones were your favorite in the comments. And as usual, we will discuss more there. Until next time, happy sewing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and happy sewing.